Hola, por favor. Welcome to your daily dose of Fortnite. Today I am going to be going through my home base build for Canney Valley Storm Shield Defense 5. As you can see here, I didn't do much for defense really, it just kind of made it look cool. I found things don't really get to the Storm Shield at this point. If there's any flingers throwing stuff up here or anything like that, I can run back here and shoot it if I need to before they break through the minimal defenses. So this is just kind of my home base design, just wanted to look cool. We'll start off here with the south side. I got attacked mostly from the south side in the beginning Storm Shield defenses, but last time I got attacked from the west, so I beefed that up a little bit. But we'll start here. Basically here's where the mobs are going to want to come in. Kind of splits both ways, and I'm going to start actually where they spawn, which is all the way out here. So they're going to spawn around here. For the most part, these stairs have been staying alive. I had them farther out one more tile, and they kept getting blown up, and then the mobs would go underneath here and just cause havoc. So I moved them back one tile. Everything seems to like to take the easy path now, so hopefully that continues. But basically they can walk up here into this tunnel. They're getting hit by spikes, gas traps, some tire traps slowing them down coming up the stairs. Immediately they're going to get hit by a launcher, launch them over here, and then another launcher to launch them back out to where they started. Anything gets past that, got some more spikes, launchers, back to more launchers, back to more launchers. You'll see a theme here, kind of copying David Dean's builds. I watch a lot of his videos, and he has a lot of good ideas. Here's some more just damage traps. They make it this far, they're going to walk up the stairs. You guessed it, more launchers. There's a little area right here. Dynamo, spikes, a zapper. Then they'll either go this way, or they'll probably come back if they were over here. Just walking through more damage traps, dynamos, electric zappers, more launchers into little timeout rooms with more damage traps. If anything gets here, honestly, we're probably in trouble. It's probably a smasher at this point. We just got a lot of spikes to slow it down, a lot more zappers for the high damage single target, and then launchers constantly trying to push them back through the same traps. I also like to put darts to shoot them in the back when they walk by, so they're pretty much constantly being hit by damage traps and launchers, and hopefully recycling through the same traps over and over again. If they finally make it to the end here, we got a couple dynamos to eat them up, and then we also have a floor launcher with this angled roof, and eventually they'll get launched back a tile or two into more damage traps. Then they'll have to walk back up here and start pounding on this again. Like I said, most of the things that get through are going to be smashers at this point, so we just want really high single target damage like the zappers. So that is one of the tunnels. The other side of that tunnel, they could spawn. Sometimes the spawn reaches over to like this area over here. I just placed this amplifier over here, so I don't know if they're still going to spawn in this area, but we'll see. If they do, they can either come into this tunnel here, which, same concept, bunch of launchers and damage traps, just launching them back. This is the tunnel we were just in, so it'll launch them down there into that tunnel, then they'll continue up through what we just looked at. They keep making it through, launchers, back into damage traps and wall darts shooting them in the back. And then there's the end of the tunnel again. The other way they could have gone, if they spawn kind of up on this hill over on this side, is to the right here, and they'll probably walk over these steps initially. Up here we just got all launchers, floor launchers with 45s that'll launch them back out, so everything, and then we got some wall launchers. Everything is launching them to the east, and you can see to the east here we have just a pit of misery. So they're gonna fall in here, damage. They're gonna try to get out, launch back in, Even if they get around, they're going to get launched back in this other room, damage, damage, damage. Finally, they'll make it all the way around up onto these steps, and guess what? Launchers again. Nothing is getting through here. Um, there's an opening if they want to. They're not going to make it. So that is pretty much the south side of my build. Normally when I do my storm shields, I do them solo, and I do them with a constructor. Up here, I'll just throw a base. Probably throw my base right around here. I'll use heavy base, so he collects like the little souls from his kills all inside this huge tunnel that we got going on here, and it'll just explode and make a sweet sound and look awesome. Do a little more extra damage. It also does electric floors, so that kind of helps with the damage, just to weed out the low health husks. So the west side here, I just got attacked on in Storm Shield Defense 4. It's pretty much the same concept. I'm going to go out here to the spawn again. You can see I have a giant lobber screen, so that pretty much takes care of all the lobbers. I may need to add more traps leading down from my tunnels, but I haven't yet. So far, they've been enough to withstand. But basically, there's a natural cliff here. They have to go left or right. So if they go left, they're going to come up this ramp here, get hit by a zapper. I threw some wall lights on here. I probably found those in a mission or something. Just going to slow them down. But again, launcher is going to launch them back out from where they came. Darts hitting them in the back. Spikes slowing them down. Zappers along the ceiling. Another launcher into a room with a bunch of dynamos. Then they'll come back out. Launcher, darts in the back. Launcher, darts in the back. And then finally they get to the end here. This is a little different. So I have this floor trap, which is going to launch them back to here, get hit by the dynamo. But then I have another floor here. Normally I'd put a spike here or a damage trap here. But this is going to launch them up into the air, and then a 45 here that might launch them up to this area up here. I've never had anyone make it all the way to the end, but then once they make it here, again, another floor launcher with a 45 to kind of spit them out this way. If they make it down to here, they're just going to have to walk back through the tunnel again. If they land on this tile, I got another launcher that's going to launch them over here to a floor launcher with a 45, which will spit them out, and then they'll have to redo it again. And if somehow they make it through all these launchers, they're just going to walk right back in here, hit in the face by darts, gas trap, down this ramp, spikes, and then look, they're back to where they started. Most things are going to be dead by the time that happens, but then again, you'll get some elemental smashers. They might make it all the way. The other side, to the right, very similar. Come into the tunnel, spikes to slow them down, launcher to launch them into a room, get damaged. They'll come back out, launcher to launch them back to the launcher, which will launch them into their room to be damaged. Then we just got some ceiling zappers along the way, launcher, another timeout room, and then this is where we ended the other side of the tunnel. I have noticed that they don't like coming all the way over here from that side, so I may need to change up this build and let them go through this way and kind of zigzag. I'm not sure yet, but they'll turn this corner, but then they start beating on this wall. They just don't want to keep going, so we're going to see how it works when we do SSD5. It might hold up, but we might have to tear this down and make a new path for them. And like I said, we might have to extend this down here to get some more traps so we can actually start killing things. Because this might not be, this is only like what, 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 tiles of damage. That might not be enough once we get to the later stages of the storm shield defenses. The north side, I have an amplifier on, so I have no defenses on the north. It's just wide open, and also the same with the east. I have an amplifier down here, amplifier B, so pretty much south and west is the only way I can get attacked. And that pretty much is my whole home base defense. I'll make another video for each one of the amplifiers that I have up, but I don't want these to be too long, so there you go. That's my home base build for Canney Valley SSD5. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.